Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal. The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their second season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com.
Best team in the South against the worst team in the division. Senators and Braves go at it tonight. Senators lead the season series 2-1 thus far, but every year that they've played, it has been tied 3-3 at the end of seasons. Well, we'll see what it is at the end of the 2025 campaign. Senators trying to make it 3 in a row against the Braves after Metro South County spoiled the season opener for the Senators way back to open things up on June 3rd. Senators and Braves were the only teams that played that night, and it was a special one for the Braves. Then, Southern Maryland went on to win 9 straight. All of a sudden, they have dropped 3 of their last 4 coming in tonight. Trying to turn the tables this evening against the worst team in the division, the Metro South County Braves. They're 7 games back of the division-leading Senators. And this is a Braves team that has really struggled with the pitching. Last in team ERA, giving up nearly 8 runs a game. They will try to turn things around tonight against the Southern Maryland Senators. Sam Grube will lead things off. He is a 6'3" left-handed hitter. Aiden Milburn gets the start tonight for the Senators. His first offering is a strike. We're off and running between the Senators and Braves. Another warm one tonight in Southern Maryland. This is flown into the air. Out to shallow right. On comes Smale. He puts it away. 1 down. So a quick first out tonight for the Senators. And that'll give way to Franklin Gomez Jr.
Now batting, center fielder number 1, Franklin Gomez Jr.
Center fielder tonight. One of the higher batting averages on the team. Hitting .381. A team that batting average-wise sits right in the middle of the league. Pulls back a bunt and takes strike 1. Milburn filling it up early, has thrown 4 straight strikes to begin the ballgame. 0-2. Popped into foul ground. Kraus goes over there, and it's into the seats. Milburn making his third start of the season tonight. He's thrown 3 innings each time out. First start was the second time against the Braves, back on June 6th, just 4 days after they played each other in the season opener. Here it comes. High and in. First ball thrown today by Milburn. He has only given up 1 run across those 6 innings. Been fantastic starting this season. Middleton might ask more length out of him tonight. Especially with the Senators' bullpen as limited as it is. This is Game 7 of 12 games and 11 days for Southern Maryland. 2-2. Fought foul. Milburn was super impressive last summer with the Kingsport Axemen in the Appalachian League through 20 innings across 6 games, recorded a 2.7 ERA, struck out 20 batters as well. Trying to keep that rolling into this year. He's certainly done so early on. Count full on Gomez. Milburn got some quality experience this year at the college level over at Binghamton. His teammate Stephen Krause is the first baseman. Gomez punches this one into center. Truck a couple of steps over into right field, and there is out number 2. So Aiden Milburn finding the zone with great consistency early. And this will be Charlie Magulik. Magulik listed on the roster as a pitcher. Will hit tonight as he's done so often throughout this season. He's pitched in 3 games and batted in 8. He'll play first base defensively. Couple of these two-way guys for the Braves. Chris Warren really loves having those guys that can both pitch and hit. Magulik with both a home run and a triple this season, hitting .286. The pitch. Outside. Milburn was unbelievable in his high school career. He has carried it over to the college level, especially during summer ball. Had a career 1.57 ERA with 97 strikeouts in high school. 2-time team MVP at C.W. Baker High in Central New York. The 1-2. Sliced foul down the left side. Magulik, he has a phenomenal stature for baseball. 6'4", 225. Now the 1-2. Misses away. Senators last night really just ran out of pitching late. They got some production from their offense in the 8th inning, taking the lead there. This is on the ground to short. Nick Flores throws on to Krause, and that will do it for the first. 3 up, 3 down for the Braves. Senators bats do it for the first time tonight after this.
Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one. Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland.
Ben Smallwood gets the start tonight for the Braves. Really struggled in his last start against the Crop Dusters. Through 2 innings, gave up 6 earned, allowed 9 hits, didn't walk any, but the Crop Dusters were seeing him really well in that ball game, and that's a Crop Dusters offense that is last in the league. So are only left to wonder what the Senators can do to him tonight. Trying to respond from losing 3 of their last 4. Stephen Krause, before the game, spoke with our social media intern Drew Owens. What he was saying was back on Tuesday night, the team came out a little flat against the Thunderbolts, only scored 1 run. And then last night, they just kind of ran out of arms late in the bullpen. Dawson Smale, a position player, had to pitch for the first time since he had in high school. So the Senators really ran into a predicament yesterday. Tonight, trying to return things back to normal. Nick Flores, the leadoff man as he's been every game this season. Only guy on this squad that's played in every game. Takes a first pitch ball. Flores has really started to put it together as of late. 7 of his last 12 with 2 doubles in that time. Swings through strike 1. Ben Smallwood has thrown 5 innings this season, given up 6 earned. Struck out 3, walked 1. Nick Flores out of VCU. Teammates with Trent Adelman, who's out in right field tonight for the Braves. 1-2. Put on the ground to third. Nice pick by Doherty, who throws on to McGulick. There's at number 1. And up comes Adam Trock for the Senators. Despite an incredible start to the season, he's gotten even better as it's gone along. Has gotten on base in 9 of his last 15. 2 doubles, 3 runs batted in. He's just been wonderful. 2 steals to his name as well in that time. A real speedster, so a threat to lay down a bunt. There he pops one foul. Trock, a native of Bethesda, Maryland, has decided this summer to play with the Senators. 1-1, low and in. Cody Wagner flying solo with you tonight. Our very own Alex Urso still taking a senior vacation. Hope he's having a good time. That's strike 2 to Truck. That bounces before the plate. Easy take for Truck, who has 7 walks on the season to 9 strikeouts. Braves have seemed to in some way crack the code a little bit on Truck. He's 2 for 9 against Metro South County. 3-2. Ripped into right field, and there's a base hit. So a 1-out base runner for the Senators, and Adam Truck, and a speedy one at that, leads the team with 10 steals. And this is a big-time change in the lineup tonight for Scott Middleton. Logan Tribble moved all the way up to the 3 spot. Most of the season, he had been hitting 9 up until last night where he hit 5. Scott Middleton just with incredible trust in his guy. Check on the runner, back goes Truck. This one they got underway as quickly as they could tonight. Potential impending rain this evening. Runner was going, Tribble bunts it foul. We'll see if the projected rain comes to fruition. Tribble second on the team in batting average, hitting .359. Had his first swing and miss of the season last year, and he's played in 12 games. I mean, absurd. When I asked him pregame, he just said, I've always been a guy that's made contact. Runner goes, pitch down to second, and it's away into center field. Truck off to third. He'll pull in there, stand it up, and the Senators have a man in scoring position. Only 90 feet away is Adam Truck. All of a sudden, a productive out will do for Logan Tribble. He's got 2 sac flies this season. And that's away from the catcher. Brinkman unable to glove it, and Adam Truck is the first run of the night. Senators in front, 1-0. Well, when you got that level of speed, you can create chaos and create your own runs. There goes Adam Truck. There's a soft liner into right center, down for a hit. Back-to-back men reach for the Senators in the first. Offense trending in the right direction tonight. Up comes Steven Krause, who was super productive last night. A double and a triple in the first 3 innings. Said pregame that triple was the first he's had since back in high school. Hasn't had to rumble that fast for that long in a little while. First pitch low and away. Had a couple of hard-hit lineouts to left field as well last night, so he's seeing it really well. He's had a tough time against Metro South County this season. 1 for 5. Does have 3 RBIs, though. Team leader in that category with 10, even considering he showed up late to the season. arrived in town 4 games into the campaign, takes up and away. Krause in his second season of summer collegiate baseball. 3-0, up and there he works a walk. And it's set up for Chet Bowling, who's 3 for his last 9. He's got a home run in that time, 2 runs batted in, and 3 walks as well. He's just been a revelation. He's got great power. Senators coaching staff loves that about Bowling. Get really hyped about guys with speed and power. The one knock against Smallwood this season, he has been hittable. Senators seeing him well tonight so far. Delivers a first pitch strike to Chet Bowling. Bowling gets a lot of extra base hits for Southern Maryland. In fact, 4 of his 7 this season have been for extra bases. This on the ground is short, and booting it is Sam Grube. So the Senators will have him loaded on a tough play for Sam Grube. That brings to the plate MJ Phillips, hitting 6 this evening after he was asked to pitch last night. First time he had done so this season. Tonight he's back in his more traditional role at the plate. Phillips, a really fun guy. Last night in the pregame interview, he was just a joy to talk to. 0-1, low and in. Phillips last batted back on Monday in the win over the Big Train. Yanks one foul down the right side. Got a hold of that one. Let's introduce you to our umpiring crew tonight. Carl Romalia behind home plate. Anthony Hemmons behind first, and then Josh Cooper will move around the middle of the infield. Three-men umpiring crews in this Cal Ripken League. The pitch. Downstairs. Phillips, the guy that gets on base a ton, really has emphasized recently trying to make quality at-bats. Wanted to increase the rate he gets on base. He's done so this summer, and there's one fought-off foul. Senators had early offense last night. Scored 4 runs in the first inning against the Grays. Swing and a miss. So there's 2 away in the inning. And that gives way to an important at-bat for Lucas Grantham, making the start at catcher. He's a tremendous defender. Throughout the season, he's been pretty quality at the plate as well, though he's 0 for his last 9. It's been a lot of hard contact for Grantham. There's a broken bat liner into the left field corner. This will score at least 2 on the play. Bowling dives into third. He's safe. A 2-run double from Lucas Grantham on the broken bat. And that's just how baseball works sometimes. So the Senators, as they've done so often recently, are putting up runs early tonight. And that'll bring up Cale Vinson, newest addition to the team. Takes the first pitch inside. Vinson out of Middle Tennessee State. Arrived back on June 22nd where he played his first game. Was 0 for 1 there against the Aces off the bench. It's a jam shot back to the mound. Smallwood underneath it. And he will put it away for the third out of the inning. So the Senators able to get some early runs up on the board. They lead 3-0 after 1. We go to the second inning. Coming up.
A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today.
So Aiden Milburn got some run support in the first inning from his lineup. Senators scored 3, and now he's trying to back him up on the defensive side.
Now batting catcher number 20, Charlie.
Set him down in order in the first, and Charlie Brinkman, the catcher, will be to the plate for his first time tonight. Brinkman hitting an incredible .342 this season. A ball out on the field from the Senators' pen. Scott Middleton trying to limit that bullpen as much as he can tonight. This is on the ground to third. Bowling fumbles with it, and his throw goes wide of the bag. Bowling in a new position tonight and struggles with the first ball that comes his way.
Now batting designated hitter number 39, Nate Dudek.
Bowling's played right field and catcher throughout this season. This is his first start at third. And that brings up Nate Dudek. Another one of these two-way guys. Has pitched in 3 games. Hasn't given up a run across 4 innings. Also been a quality batter as well. Batting .250. A 1-0. In there. Brinkman 2 steals this season. Holding pretty close to the bag now. Dudek takes inside. Well, Milburn's been quite efficient tonight. Got a Brinkman ground ball, but a mistake behind him. As encouraging as the Senators' dugout is, it's always tough to not let that rattle your confidence when the guys behind you make a mistake. Two-two. Low. Dudek last played on Tuesday against the Big Train, a game that the Braves lost 7-20. Runner goes. Pitch misses low, and so the throw won't matter. Dudek works a walk, and there's 2 men aboard with no outs in the second.
Now batting right fielder number 32.
And Milburn now forced to refocus. Southern Maryland had struggles on the pitching end of the second inning last night. Lubier set him down in order in the first, and then 3 runs in the second for the Grays yesterday. Milburn hoping for something fresh tonight. Milburn spent his true freshman year over at VCU, where he sat out and redshirted. Edelman pops one foul. This a fellow VCU player. Milburn then went over to Binghamton University, where he's seen much better results. This year through 21 innings. Adelman pregame was cheering for his college teammate Nick Flores when he got introduced. 0-2. Soft liner into right field, and that'll get down. Forced to hold that third is Brinkman, and the Braves offense is putting it together.
Now batting third baseman number 22, Connor Doherty.
And so up comes Connor Doherty with no outs in the inning. Ryan Castlevage out to the mound. Glad to have you back. For the last week, he was on vacation abroad over in Europe. Made his return trip last night to Southern Maryland. Milburn has really faced limited adversity this season. Has had a decent amount of base runners reach base, but been able to get out of it nearly every time, only giving up 1 run across 6 innings. 8 strikeouts, a big part of that. First pitch misses inside to Doherty. He's an incoming freshman to the University of Delaware. Gets 2 straight balls to begin the AB. Doherty was 1 for 3 and reached with a pair of walks the last time he played. That was back on Sunday against DC. That's away from Grantham. Walking in is Brickman. And there's the first run of the night for the Braves. All started off this inning with that bowling air, and things have unraveled from there. And that's about the worst case scenario for Scott Middleton. After last night, you're really limited on arms, and again, you're relatively limited this evening. Don't want to have to throw any more than 4 guys.
Now batting left fielder number 8, Walker Bazil.
Walker Basil will come to the plate. So he's a first pitch strike. Basil only 1 hit across 18 at-bats this year. He's walked 4 times, struck out 8. As a bouncer to Flores at short. Only play is at first where they set down Basil. A run will score. And the Braves move within 1.
Now batting second baseman number 5, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
Flores consistent up the middle. He's got 4 errors this season, but that does not tell the whole story on him. Those errors have been on really tough to make plays throughout this season. And a new arrival into town, J.W. Kohlmeyer up. He got the start back on Tuesday against the Big Train. There he was 0 for 4, struck out twice. So trying to figure things out early on with the Braves. This one's away from Grantham. Dudek will have to hold that third. Grantham, maybe the best defensive catcher the Senators have. Caught 2 runners stealing last night. The pitch, low and away. Kohlmeyer out of Virginia Military Institute. That located in the western part of Virginia. 2-2. Misses away. He will go to VMI in the fall. Boy, this makes me feel old. He's born on the same day as me, November 20th, but born in 2006. Jeez. And that one's low. So Kohlmeyer reaches with a walk, and the bases are loaded once more.
Now batting shortstop number 18, Sam Grube.
And now the situation becoming more and more urgent. Sam Grube back to the dish. Flew out to right to begin the ball game. Now Milburn from the windup delivers a strike. Senators with the best record in the South. In fact, best record still in the league. That even with losing 2 in a row and 3 of their last 4. Largely propelled by a 9-game winning streak that ended on Sunday. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a nice breaking ball on the inner half. And down goes Grube swinging.
Now batting
First punch out tonight for Aiden Milburn, and that was a clutch one. Bases still loaded for Franklin Gomez Jr. Flew out to center field last time up. This is bounced to third, and Bowling will step on the bag and end the inning. So Milburn able to limit the damage as best he can. Braves leave them loaded in the second, but are able to score two. It's a one-run game in Southern Maryland.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
So the Senators trying to continue the role that they were on in the first inning, unlike last night, where they got one run in the third inning after 4 in the first and then didn't score again until the 8th. Smale swings through strike one. He's an interesting story. Batting 9th tonight. Wasn't in the starting lineup yesterday. Came on as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning for Alex Martin. And eventually came on as a pitcher to replace Dawson Weatherall. It was the first time Smale had pitched since back in high school. The 0-2 up and away. Scott Middleton had a meeting for his team along the third base side before this bottom of 2. Trying to not let things get away like it did last night. Offense produced in the first inning. 2-2 upstairs. It's a Braves team that's still yet to win on the road. They're 0-7 away from their home ballpark. It's on the ground. Stop made in the hole by Grube, and there will be no play at first. Smale will reach with an infield single. Nice job by Grube to even get over there, but Smale much too speedy. And the lineup card will flip over to Nick Flores, who grounded out to third to begin the game. It was Adam Trock who started the rally in the first inning. Stole a couple of bases and then scored on a wild pitch. Senators have beat the Braves in 2 of 3 meetings this season. Braves just 3-11 to begin the campaign. A team that in recent years has kind of fell into mediocrity, but this season really struggling. There goes Smale. Pitch is low. Throw it on to second is into center field. Another one that Cole Meyer can't pick out of the dirt. Same thing happened for Adam Trock back in the first inning. So Smale goes up to third. And if you give Nick Flores an opportunity, most often he will capitalize. Flores 5 of 14 against the Braves. Harry skies one into shallow left center. On comes Gomez, who makes the catch. Smale forced to hold at third on a nice throw home. And so Adam Trock comes up to the plate. He's got unbelievable speed. Was batting .426 coming in this evening. Last night had a quality game, 3 for 5, 2 runs batted in. Count starts off 0-1. Swings through, strike 2. Trock, a guy that swings it really well. Reaches a lot of times when he puts it in play, but has struck out 9. 0-2. Trock was able to arrive in town on time for the first game of the season. Wasn't brought to regionals with Duke. This is popped down the right side, foul. That gets into the playground out near right field. One, two. Bounce foul. Colleges have to cut down their roster for regional play. Trock was not included as a freshman, had 4 at-bats at Duke. Here he puts one on the ground to first. Throw will go to the plate, and it's offline from Magulik. Everyone's safe. So Dawson Smale testing the limits. Senators able to score another. That brings up Logan Tribble. Different spot tonight, as he has been the last 2 evenings. Batting 9 all season coming into yesterday, where he hit 5th. Trock's running. No throw to second. Tribble takes a strike. Adam Trock is just such a nuisance for opposing teams. Already his 2nd steal this evening, after he had 2 steals in the last 3 games coming in. Tribble floats one into right center field, and that'll get down. Tribble racing for second, and he slides in safe. Tribble testing the arms out in right field from Adelman. Senators offense rocking early. They've been really tough to get out thus far. And up comes Steven Krause for a second time this evening. Krause walked his first time up. Came around to score in that first inning. Senators plated 3. They've already put on one more here in the second. An opportunity to continue the punishment. Krause ropes one into right field. Trock easily scores. Tribble at third. And an RBI single for Steven Krause. 5-2, Southern Maryland. Well, with there being so many questions surrounding the arms coming in tonight, Senators decided, hey, we're going to put up a lot of runs, give you as much support as we can. That's been the story throughout the season for Southern Maryland. Lowest scoring game this season was back on Tuesday night against the Thunderbolts, where they only scored 1 run. Other than that, they've scored 6 or more in every game. Bowling, an extra base hit machine. Has 4 of them in just 7 hits this season. Jam shot out of play. Bowling singled in the first inning. They've gotten all over Smallwood. This is bounced to second, and it's over the head of Kohlmeyer. Troubles continue for the Braves. Senators tack on one more. And it looks like it could have been a routine double play ball. Instead, Kohlmeyer can't handle it. Took a tough bounce and went right over the head of Kohlmeyer. And up comes MJ Phillips, who struck out in the first inning. That took some of the wind out of the sails of the Senators. Ultimately, though, they were able to get a big contribution from Lucas Grantham with 2 outs. He knocked home 2 in the first. Phillips, a guy that walks more than anyone else on the team. Double digits this season. Also strikes out a decent amount as well. Said yesterday pregame that he's been working a lot on trying to get on base. Well, it's paid off this summer. And that throw goes out into center field from Smallwood. Senators advance 2. Well, maybe Smallwood thought there was someone back at second. Thought Krause had a big lead. Trust me, Steven Krause is not a guy that's going to steal third, no matter how big the lead. Not a guy that likes to run a lot. Both Bowling and Krause more of power bats. They're the 2 men on for MJ Phillips with the infield hit. Phillips, a fun personality, brings the best out of his teammates and works a 4-pitch walk. So that sums up the season right there for MJ Phillips. Struck out in the first, now walks here in the second. And Lucas Grantham comes to the plate, but first a mound visit for the Braves. Not liking what they've seen out of Smallwood thus far. Senators have already pushed across 6, and that'll do it for Ben Smallwood tonight. New arm coming out of the bullpen for the Braves. We'll introduce you to him after this. 6-2, Senators in front, trying to tack on more with the bases loaded, and only 1 out in the second.
The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their second season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season.
Zach Kirkpatrick, the man on out of the bullpen. He's made 1 appearance this season, giving up 3 earned across only 1 inning against the Giants. That was back on Friday night against Gaithersburg. Braves had 5 straight games canceled, similar to the Senators. Just a tough stretch for the entire league. And now they've got to make up a whole ton of games. Tomorrow night, the Braves are set to play a doubleheader against the Crop Dusters, a makeup game from that stretch. And up comes Lucas Grantham, who delivered in the first inning with a big 2-run double. He's got them loaded up here in the second. Senators saw Ben Smallwood incredibly well. 9 hits. Smallwood gave up 6 runs. 3 on he is still responsible for. Certainly not the easiest situations for Kirkpatrick as well. Got to come on with the bases already loaded. Grantham pops one into shallow right field. Adelman on. Kohlmeyer back and no one made the catch. Phillips went back to first and now he's thrown out at second. So a misread from MJ Phillips. That records an out for the Braves, but 1 more will score for the Senators. They lead by 5 here in the second.
Second baseman, number 12, Cale Vincent.
An early offensive onslaught from the Senators. Already got 7 this evening. Braves as a team give up just under 8 runs a game. That's last in the league. Senators, on the other hand, 4.32 team ERA. Braves simply walk way too many. 102 to just 108 strikeouts. Gale Vincent at the plate. Popped out to the pitcher his first time. Fights one foul. Kirkpatrick, an opportunity to get out of things in the second. Slowing away. Vincent, the final man to bat this inning for Southern Maryland. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Senators push across 4 more in the second. They're up 7-2 over the Braves thanks to some big early offense. Aiden Milburn will be out for a third inning of work after this. Senators, Braves, you're watching it right here on the Southern Maryland Senators Baseball Network.
Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland.
Back with Aiden Milburn for the third inning. Senators and Braves. Best team against the worst in the South. Senators 10-4 this season. They lead the division. Nipping at their heels are the DC Grays, who came into Regency Furniture last night and defeated the Senators 13-9. Southern Maryland pitching last night really just ran out of arms. Charlie Magulik, the first man up in the third. Grounded out to short last time. Pops it out of play. Braves had 2 runs but left 3 stranded last inning. Swing and a miss. Milburn set him down in order in the first. He's got good stuff, but the Chet bowling error to start off the inning clearly shook his confidence at least a little bit. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Draws an ugly hack out of Charlie McGulick. And that's the second punch out tonight. In the cleanup spot, Charlie Brinkman. He started off the rally in the second inning for the Braves. Brinkman splits the catching duties with a couple other guys on this team. Tony DiChiara amongst them. 4 listed catchers on this squad. Ryan Santangelo as well. They've all been pretty quality this season. Brinkman bounces one foul. He's hitting .342 coming in tonight. He had a hit in 5 at-bats and struck out once last time out against the Big Train. That was on Tuesday. A game the Braves lost 20-7. 0-2. Blowing outside. And that has been the story this entire season for the Braves. They've been able to score runs themselves. 4th best batting average in the league. 6th in terms of runs scored, but it's been the pitching that has struggled a ton. Brinkman blasts one out to left field. That's down. So a 1-out base runner for the Braves in the 3rd inning. They're trying to manufacture some offense after the Senators have put it on them early. Senators have nearly batted through both times. In the 3rd inning, they will start with the 9-batter for the 2nd time tonight. Boy, Southern Maryland offense looking potent. Came out flat back on Tuesday against the Thunderbolts. Only scored 1 run. Pitching was pretty decent that night. Gave up 5. Two-0. Foul back. Sixteenth all-time meeting between these teams. Series record is 8-7 in favor of the Senators. These ball clubs have been very evenly matched over the last 2 seasons, and that's kind of understating it. Each team has won 3 games apiece in both 2023 and 24. This is served into left field. Dribble's got room and makes the catch. 2 away. So a nice second out for Aiden Milburn. And that'll bring up Trent Adelman. Scott Middleton trying to get some good length out of Aiden Milburn tonight. Something that he couldn't get from the starter Lubier yesterday. That turned out to be the difference maker. Grays got 6 innings from their starter, even though he didn't necessarily have his best stuff. Gave up 5 runs, but was able to get some distance. Scott Middleton refuses to throw his pitchers up into the 80 to 100 pitch range. Told me he just simply won't do it. Adelman 1 for 1, singled in the second. 2-0. Inside, ball 3. Adelman was an everyday starter this year at VCU as a sophomore. Played in 49 games, batted .253. Led the team at VCU in hit by pitches. Was hit 21 times in the season, 6th most in a single season in program history. 3-1, runners off, This is chopped back to the mound. Tough play for Milburn, and it's scooped out by Kraus. Nice pick by the first baseman, and that'll do it in the third. Braves leave one on. Senators up by 5, going to the bottom half, trying to tack on some more insurance.
Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search somdbluecrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Only question tonight will be how thin are the arms in the bullpen. No question about the bats this evening. Senators have already put up 7 going here to the bottom of 3. Dawson Smale will lead things off for Southern Maryland. Singled and stole a base in the second. Now faces for the first time tonight Zach Kirkpatrick. He came on last inning and got 2 straight outs out of the pen. So he can officially wrap up the night on Ben Smallwood. He threw 1 1/3, gave up 9 hits, 7 earned, only struck out 1. Not his evening. Smale, a college teammate with Alex Martin, who plays with the Senators as well, can often be seen pregame hanging out, chatting with one another. Smale serves this one into right field, a leadoff base knock. So the Southern Maryland offense has looked unstoppable tonight. And back to the top of the order, and Nick Flores, who's a shocking 0 for 2 tonight after he's gotten hot recently. 7 for his last 14. 2 doubles in that time, has knocked in 2 runs. Flores takes the first pitch inside. Flores, a college teammate of the Braves right fielder Trent Adelman. 2 guys that really support one another. A lot of college teammates play each other in this league. It's been incredible the way the Senators have battled through a number of injuries early on in this season. Nathan Brewer out for the campaign, no longer in Southern Maryland. That one will hit Flores. So Flores wears it and will trot down to first. 2 base runners for Adam Trock. Incredible speed. And he's shown to be able to hit for average. Batting near 450. 2 for 2 tonight. has only missed one game this season. That was back on Monday night against the Big Train. Dawson Smale got the start in center. Only time he's played there this season, because otherwise Trock has been there. Two men on for Trock. Swings and pops this one left side of the infield. Groob underneath it. Infield fly rule called, and he makes the catch for at number one. Logan Tribble riding a hot evening thus far. Get some information from Adam Trock, who walks back to the dugout. These guys have done such a good job of building team camaraderie. Senators head coach has told me that during off days they've taken time to hang out with one another. Not a requirement at all. Number of these players down here in Southern Maryland alone. So what they've got in common with these other dudes, baseball. Just getting to know one another, becoming better teammates, ultimately benefits the team. It's all about trying to recover for the Senators at the moment. They were on a 9-game winning streak. You aren't going to win for forever. Tribble ropes one right at the center fielder, Gomez. He makes the catch. Smale will hold at second. There's two down. The Senators knew they wouldn't win for the rest of the time, but it's certainly tough when you deal with that loss to try to get right back on things. They actually did Monday evening against the Big Train. Since then have lost 2 in a row. Trying to get back on track tonight. Offense was good yesterday. They've been so again tonight. So Stephen Krause, who leads the team in runs batted in, double digits this season, has a man in scoring position and another one at first with some good speed. Krause fouls it off. Talked pregame to our very own Drew Owens. Was saying that these last couple of games really aren't a trend for where this team is going. This is a soft liner into right field. That'll get down. Smale gets the send home. Adelman boots it out and right. Flores pulls into third. And there's an RBI single for Stephen Krause. Second one of the night. Jet Bowling riding the hot hand. 2 for 2. Single in the first. Another single in the second that knocked in one. Well, and this early offense will make you forget about last night. Senators trying to put that one in the back of their mind. Popped into foul ground. Magulik there. He makes the grab to retire the side. Senators get one more in the third. They're up 8-2. Early offense in bunches tonight. Braves trying to respond.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine, their commitment to serving customers is priority one.
Now batting
Senators and Braves back for inning 4. Southern Maryland has put it on them thus far. 8 runs through the first 3 innings. Southern Maryland got some early offense last night, but not to this extent. They got 5 in the first 3 there. Aiden Milburn marches on in the 4th. It's like Jacob Seek getting ready out in the Senators' pen. Braves got 2 off Milburn in the 2nd. Milburn recovered in the 3rd. Only gave up a single hit there. Connor Doherty at the plate. Reached with a walk in the 2nd. That's inside. Doherty just graduated high school. Will attend the University of Delaware in the fall. There he's got a 5-pitch walk. So back-to-back walks for Connor Doherty to begin his night. And Walker Basil grounded out to short his last time. That was with the bases loaded. Actually knocked in a run. Milburn all of a sudden nibbling at the zone. Felt like he had started to find his stuff in the 2nd. Basil rips it foul. Only 1 hit this season and 18 at-bats coming in. Basil been struggling at the dish, and it's in large part due to the strikeout numbers. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to 2nd. Got him! Grantham has caught 3 runners stealing in the last 2 nights. Josh Cooper ruled them out. And now what's going on here? Well, isn't this confusing? And now our 3 umpires will meet. Cooper was trying to figure out with Romalia from across the field what was going on there. We'll have a chat with one another and include Anthony Hemmons in on it. So here comes the ruling. I'm very confused because they send Connor Doherty back to first base. And Walker Basil will go down swinging. So maybe it was a batter's interference. That seems to be the call. Chris Warren out to talk with Romalia. Scott Middleton also out there. Well, we're seeing it all. Last night you saw a position player pitch. And now chaos breaking out in the 4th. From the best that I could say, it seemed like batter's interference. Basil swung and kind of went out in front of Grantham, who was trying to make the throw down to second. Would make sense in that case to send the runner back to first, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Anyway, there's 1 out. A new batter in J.W. Kohlmeyer. And Connor Doherty is back on first. So we'll count it as the 3rd strikeout of the night. We'll have to wait for the official report on that. But J.W. Kohlmeyer will be up to the plate. His 2nd game of the season with the Braves. Walked in the 2nd inning. Foul tip strike for the first pitch. Swings through strike 2. Now Milburn's starting to work it. Doherty at first has 2 steals this season. Kohlmeyer struck out twice on Tuesday against the Big Trade. 0-2. Popped out of play. Bounced off a window back above the field. Thankfully, all of these ones baseball proof. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. They could get 2. Vincent relay to first. In time. Senators twist it on a nice play by the third baseman, Chet Bowling. And there's 3 up, 3 down in the 4th inning. Senators bats back at it after this. They've been incredible tonight. Lead 8-2. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com.
Senators up big time going into the bottom of the fourth, trying to add on a couple more. Cody Wagner with you, flying solo tonight. And MJ Phillips will lead things off. 0 for 1 this evening. His third trip to the dish. Walked in the second. Struck out swinging back in the first. That exactly the story for him this season. 11 walks, 11 strikeouts. Strikes out a good amount, but you can live with it when he reaches base as much as he does. 0-2. High and away. Zach Kirkpatrick trying to buy the Braves some innings out of the bullpen. Came on way back in the second for the starter, Ben Smallwood, who was able to only go 1 1/3. Strike 3, looking. Down goes Phillips. Second strikeout tonight for Kirkpatrick. And up comes Lucas Grantham. Had a 2-run double in the first inning that helped blow things open early. Senators have held the lead ever since. Grantham recently announced he'll be transferring over to Georgia State. Play college ball now in his home state of Georgia. Started his college career at Wofford this year. There he was an everyday catcher, was the starter, but then dealt with an injury. Injury's also been a storyline for this summer season for the Senators. They've dealt with a whole slew of them. Most notably, Nathan Brewer out for the remainder of the season. 3-0 in there, strike 1. Kai Queen missing some time as well. Griffin Siebel will not pitch for the remainder of the year. So, Senators trying to figure it out. They limited roster. This is put on the ground towards short, and it eats up Groob. No play to be had at first. Grantham reaches for his third time tonight. Senators have made the most of their base runners tonight. Scored 8, only left 5 on. Cale Vinson, 0 for 2 this evening. Strikeout and a pop-out. Fouls this one back. Vincent, in his first start this season, back against the Big Train on Monday, he laced a double. What's this one, foul? just feels something different about the Senators ball club this season compared to a year ago. They put together something special here in Waldorf. The Braves pitching really doesn't get any help from this defense. Like the second most errors of any team in the league. Braves give up nearly 8 earned runs a game. 1-2. Vincent pops this one into shallow right over towards the line, and it's Adelman to make the grab for out number 2. So here's a good inning for Zach Kirkpatrick after the Senators have scored in all of the first 3. And Dawson Smale, who got an opportunity to pitch last night for his 3rd at-bat this evening. Has singled both times up. Stole a base in the 2nd as well. Smale, first pitch swinging, and he's got a hit. That's into right center. Grantham will advance up to 3rd. Men at the corners.
That's what I'm talking about.
So Grantham got on with 1 out on an error from Grube. And there's a single from Smale. And it's set up for Nick Flores. He was hit by a pitch last time. Before that, 0 for 2. His 4th at-bat now in the 4th inning. Lifts it in the air. Foul territory near the dugout is McGulick. He's got room to make the grab and end the inning. So the Senators, they leave 2 stranded in the 4th. 8-2, Southern Maryland in front by 6. We're back on the Senators Baseball Network after this.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators Collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season.
So Jacob Sick, the first arm out of the bullpen tonight for the Senators.
Now batting shortstop number 18, Sam
Had a really quality outing last time he pitched against the Aces. That was on Sunday. He didn't give up any runs across 3 2/3. Grube, first pitch swinging, knocks it into shallow left. And Nick Flores will put it away. Excuse me, that's Calvin Cook to make the catch. 1 gallon. Danny Surwick also on as a defensive replacement to play third.
number 1, Franklin Gomez Jr.
Those are the only changes at the moment for Scott Middleton. So a quick first out this inning for a guy in Seek that has struggled with walks at times. That's really been the only time he's gotten into trouble. One 0 in there. Zeke had a tough outing the first time these teams played. Excuse me, second time. First one here at Regency Furniture. Was ultimately bailed out by the bullpen. Bryce Harder came in for him, who did a phenomenal job. Zeke out of the pen, didn't get a single out. Walked 3 batters, hit 1. This is on the ground to Vincent at second. Tosses on to Kraus. 2 down. Well, Jacob Seek filling up the zone here tonight. Something you love to see.
Now batting first baseman number 35, Charlie Magalik.
Charlie Magulik for the third time this evening. 0 for 2. A strikeout swinging in the third. Now it's lefty on lefty for him. Zeke was a starter last season for the Senators. So a guy that Scott Middleton has confidence in going a little while, especially if he's got his good stuff working. May be forced, though, tonight to pitch him even if he doesn't have the best stuff going. Senators really limited on bullpen arms. Last night, they had to go to 2 guys who are traditionally batters. MJ Phillips has pitched some at the college level, but Dawson Smale has not. Both of them had to go yesterday. And there's 4 straight balls and a walk for Charlie Magulik. Back-to-back Charlies in the order tonight for the Braves. This is Brinkman, the catcher. A single in the third inning, reached on an error in the second. Zeke picked off a runner in his last appearance on Sunday. At a game where the Senators' 9-game winning streak was snapped. Brinkman takes slow. That last one against the Aces for Zeke, his longest outing of the year, 3 2/3. He's thrown 6 straight balls. Braves had 2 in the second, haven't scored since. Senators scored 8 in the first 3 innings. Scoreless last frame in the fourth. Now Seek able to find it against Charlie Brinkman, one of the better batters on this whole team. Being .342 this season. Best offensive performance was back on June 12th against the Grays. Was 3 for 5 with a double and 3 runs batted in. Now the count goes full. The pitch. Foul back. So after quickly getting the first 2 outs of the inning, Seek's starting to face a little adversity. Senators got a quality 4-inning start from Aiden Milburn tonight. Only gave up 2 hits. Gave up 2 runs, only one of those earned. Senators glad to get a longer start than they did last night with only 2 innings. 3-2. Fall out of weight. So Brinkman in a real battle here. He was a standout back in high school, named the 2022 Max Preps Player of the Year, earned several selections to all tournament teams while playing travel ball. Payoff pitch. Misses high with a curveball. Brinkman with a quality at bat. And Scott Middleton will come out to have a chat with Jacob Seek. It will be only that for the moment. No arms readying out in the Senators' bullpen. Reason for that is the limited usage from that pen. I'm expecting that there will only be 2 other guys used tonight at the most. Trust me, Middleton would love for Jacob Seek to go as far as he can the rest of this game. Senators have been backed up by some strong offense tonight. So there's still 2 outs in the inning, 2 men aboard. Up comes Nate Dudek, who worked to walk his first time up. Takes a strike. Dudek, a guy that plays both ways for Chris Warren. Number of those on this team. In fact, 2 of them in the starting lineup tonight, Dudek and Magulik, both pitch and hit. Oh, 2. Ripped into the left center field gap. Truck over there, and the speedster makes the catch to retire the side. Well, when Sick let the defense work behind him, they did a great job. Still 8-2, Southern Maryland. Can they tack on a few more? Only time will tell. We'll send you to break and be back. Senators in front by 6. Ain't that some shit?
Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season.
Back for the 5th inning, Senators and Braves. Southern Maryland in front 8-2 thanks to an early offensive onslaught for Southern Maryland. Been tough sledding thus far for the Braves. Truck squares the bunt and pulls it back. Ball 1. Truck 2 for 3 this evening. Bunts one foul, and it's off the foot of the catcher, Brinkman. Temperature starting to go down. Sitting in the low 80s now. It has been hot here in Southern Maryland over the last couple of days. Car was reading 100 earlier today. That's high and in. It is still Zach Kirkpatrick, who came on way back in the 2nd inning. Truck lifts one into right center. Over there is Gomez, who puts it away. 1 down. So this game has started to slow down a little bit offensively, as you would have expected after an offensive explosion in the first 3 for the Senators. Logan Tribble for the 4th time this evening. 2 for 3, single and a double. Bounced high chopper to short. Grube on to Magulik for out number 2. 2 quick outs for Zach Kirkpatrick, who's only gotten stronger as he's gone along. Gave up 1 run in the 3rd inning. And deep into the 5th here. Working well. Steven Krause, 2 for 2. Couple of RBI singles. About as good of a night as you could ask for. Swing and a miss. Krause, the big first baseman, 6'1", 205. He's out of Binghamton University. got some big-time pop in his bat. 2 home runs and 54 at-bats as a freshman at Binghamton. Was a part of a team that went to regionals. There takes a strike. Two. Put on the ground out of play. Scott Middleton was very complimentary of Krause before the season when I asked him about him. Just expecting big things this summer. He's delivered. Most runs batted in with 10 this season. Has added on 2 more tonight. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, a wonderful inning for Zach Kirkpatrick, who holds the score where it is. 8-2. Senators go into the 6th as we fly through the middle innings.
If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today.
Well, it hasn't been without some struggles, but the pitching is rolling tonight so far for the Senators. They have given up only 2 runs across 5 innings to this point. Braves scored both of theirs back in the second. Both coming off of Aiden Milburn, who was quality in the start tonight. Gave up 2 runs, only one of those earned, struck out 3. In line for the win at the moment. Jacob Seek out of the bullpen. Biggest thing for him, trying to limit the walks. Gave out 2 free passes last inning, but got out of trouble. When he's allowed the defense to work behind him, they've done a great job. Retired everyone else other than the walks. Well, Trent Adelman out of VCU will lead things off this inning. He is a guy that gets hit by an absurd number of pitches. Flies one down the right field line. Over there goes Smale, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Now batting
So a quick out, number 1 for for Jacob Seek in the 6th, then that's got to be confidence boosting. So Connor Doherty will be back up. Both trips he has walked. Doherty has displayed some incredible power this season. 2 of his 5 hits have been home runs. That is thanks to his time at Hammer Zone Sports while in high school. That's a facility located in Fairfax, Virginia. Helps high school players get ready for baseball at the next level. Doherty joined at the onset of the program a couple of years ago. It's really helped him, especially on the physical side. Slow and in. Program features a former college strength and conditioning coach, Eric Rhodes, who has helped Doherty go from around 145 pounds his sophomore year of high school. He's gotten all the way up to a strong and healthy 190. Looking to get up to 200 by the time he goes off to school. There he rips one deep out to center field. Trock with time, and he puts it away, 2 down.
Now batting left fielder number 8, Walker Bazil.
You will not have an easy time getting the ball out to center in this ballpark. Connor Doherty just learned that. He tattooed that one. And Walker Basil trying to erase an 0 for 2 evening. Seek got a first 2 quick outs in the 5th. And then he started to waver a little bit. One. Basil puts it on the ground, and it's a fair ball. Excuse me, foul. It actually got the foot of Basil, is what they'll say. So Jacob Seek been all over it in the 6th inning. One strike away from getting out of things. Here's the pitch. High and in. Just lost grip on the curveball there. He's had a tough time locating that pitch tonight. Basil takes low and in. He was 0 for 2 with a walk last time out. His team last played on Tuesday against the Big Trade. 3-2. Just low. Here's another 2-out base runner for the Braves, just as they had last inning. They've just left simply too many runners out there tonight. 6 stranded to this point. That brings up J.W. Kohlmeyer. And there was a flash. Kohlmeyer hits a jam shot foul. New coming in that there might be some potential for rain in the local area. Kohlmeyer pops one out of play. And Sake close to getting out of it here. Senators have scored a lot tonight. Not the case for the Braves this evening. They've struggled to put runs up. This is into foul ground. Over there goes Kraus and Grantham, and they both reach for it and knock it out of play. Unfortunate there for the Senators, who had an opportunity to get out of the inning against a man in Kohlmeyer who's really putting up a fight. One, two, swing and a miss. Got him with strike three. So Jacob Sake with a good inning for the Senators. And the Braves leave one stranded in the sixth. Try to add on some more insurance. They lead 8-2 over Metro South County. Trying to keep things rolling tonight. Conclusion to this game will be coming up. 8-2, Senators in front.
In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family-owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal.
Well, getting ready for this bottom of the sixth inning, but have a feeling it will take a while until that gets underway. We have a delay incoming. We have no true update on a time of when we will be back playing. We will let you know if there are any further updates. For the moment, would just like you to know that we will be delayed at least for the next couple of minutes. So, when we've got more updates, we'll come back on the air. But for now, we'll just leave you on this camera and step aside for the moment. Senators are in front, 8-2, awaiting the bottom of the 6th inning. So that'll do it for our game this evening. Senators were up 8-2 going into the bottom half of the sixth, being told that this game will be continued someday down the line. Don't have an official date for you on that one yet. But that'll do it for our broadcast this evening. Kind of an anticlimactic end. Your final tonight with a resumption coming up of this ball game. 8-2 with the Senators leading in the bottom of the sixth inning. So, no final this evening or final score. An odd one. And the Senators are leading the Braves 6-2, 8-2 in the bottom of the sixth inning. I'm Cody Wagner signing off tonight. Hope you have a good rest of your night, folks. An interesting one today. 8-2. Senators are leading in the bottom of the sixth. Have a good one.